Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we're back with more Sonic Origins Plus. Last time, we made it through Mushroom Hill Zone and collected all of the Super Emeralds. And this time, we're going to make our way through even more of Angel Islands. So we're starting here on the Flying Battery Zone, Dr. Eggman's flying warship. There are a lot of fire hazards and a lot of electrical hazards in this zone. If you stand on those fire turrets too long, they will spring you up. Also, shoutouts to Techno Squeak, the best badnik. It's just a computer mouse that acts like a mouse. I mean, that's all I have. It's adorable. Eggman's got a good sense of design. What can I say? So Flying Battery has a lot of alternate pathways we can take. Gotta be careful not to get crushed over here. Normally, I would probably just supersonic my way through all of this, but I guess at some point I decided I wasn't gonna do that for this Let's Play. Wasn't expecting the missiles. So, with these propellers, you can actually hold a direction to influence which way you get flung. I guess just don't be too close to the propeller like I was. Be careful not to step on the skates that you don't want to step on. I don't want to go down there. Well, I thought there was supposed to be a platform up here there, but I guess not happening today. Might not happen if you hit the switch. Okay, so here, we just have to let the missiles destroy the floor and make a pathway for us. I'm not sure what Dr. Eggman was thinking when he made this design where the ship destroys itself. So much for that 300 IQ, I guess. For whatever reason, it takes 5 of the missiles to actually destroy the floor. And speaking of things that destroy itself, welcome to the mini-boss. You can't actually hurt it, so all you can do is just spin dash out of the way when it tries to attack, while standing on top of it. At the time, it was a bit of a novel idea for a boss, but I suppose at this point it's probably a little played out. Anyway, with that done, we're on to Act 2. Always fun to run through a big group of rings like that. Now you gotta be careful with these things here. It is easy to get yourself crushed. And I'm hoping to avoid that here. I think I'm actually gonna go to the bottom of this one. Let the claw grab you and sends us over here. Okay, now I know that we're at a place where platforms spawn. I almost ran straight into that fire, having forgotten that I have a lightning shield, not a fire shield. This is a fun little area. Easy to get a lot of rings. Here we go, another one of these spirally tower things. So the electrical hazards do attract anything metal when they go off, which includes these spike platforms. Tails, what happened to you, buddy? He got stuck on the floor over there. Another one of these. And here we are at the boss. This may look familiar, but Eggman learned from his previous design and he didn't create platforms that you can use to reach it. He also made this one seemingly indestructible. Oh, well that's new. I think that might have been a function that was added to Sonic Origins, because used to be that thing had infinite health. And you just had to wait for it to destroy itself. Anyway, now we just wait for the floor to catch up with us. As soon as we get to the top here, do not stand in the center. This is Dr. Eggman's machine. He will sometimes swing around, and that's your chance to attack him. I think he does it like 3 times, maybe? No, 4? And then if you stand in the center, he'll try to light a fire under you. And that's the pattern. Do watch out for the spike arms after you defeat them, as you are still able to be hurt by them. And now it's time for my least favorite zone of the game. Sendopolis Zone. This zone is long, and it's slow, and it has all these scorpions that get really cheap shots off on you. And Act 1's not even the worst of it. We do have these cool rappelling sections, though. Lots of dunes that we can roll over. I do like the heat wave aesthetic going on with all the waviness, particularly in our background. Told you, these scorpions, man. But, we'll take advantage of the invincibility here. Sometimes the quicksand can lead to a secret. Sometimes it leads to death. Much like Oil Ocean Zone, we've got a fair amount of I guess you call them sand slides, whereas Oil Ocean had the oil slides. And that one with the platforms, we're actually supposed to go up. There are two kinds of rappelling ropes. One is a more traditional rappelling rope where you just go straight down. And the other is the kind that you go back and forth between two buildings. Oops. Yeah, not a fan of the scorpions. At least the drop dash kind of helps. So I told you, this is a slow stage. We're 3 minutes in, and still not to the boss of Act 1. Okay, I do not know why my game keeps freezing. Be careful not to get squashed by the spikes. The ever-present thought. Thought? I meant threat. There was a ring up there, but I missed it. Gotta use that sand stream to carry us. You know, I was trying to drop dash there, but I forgot I had a water shield. Bubble shield? What is this thing called? There is another ring that you might have briefly seen in the top right there before I started rappelling. You cannot get to it. I disagree with that. You cannot get to it normally with Sonic. And apparently can't get to it with Tails either. Meet the mini-boss. You can't actually hurt him. But you can hit him in the face to knock him down. That might be a little bit faster than just letting him jump. And the objective is to get him into the quicksand. Like so. And that's Act 1. 5.5 minutes. Now we go into Act 2, which, in my opinion, is worse than Act 1. And it will become apparent pretty quickly why this one's worse. Now we're actually inside the pyramid. And we have a lot of the same hazards to deal with. We're going to have a lot of these doors that we have to push a switch to open. And then they'll be on a timer as they close down. And here's the gimmick of the stage. We just released a bunch of ghosts. And those ghosts are going to haunt us. We're going to switch sand streams here. So eventually the lights will go out. And that's when the ghosts will start getting angry. Okay, this is the sand stream I needed to switch to. And there's no shortage of moments where they make us wait. Like a double whammy there. Not only did we have to wait because of the moving platform, we also, had time being an issue for the ghost and the door. Like, this stage is waiting the stage. I do not like that scorpion in particular. Not sure why I suddenly lost my speed there. Okay, now we've got this section where we've got to wait on the sand. More waiting! Because the sand gives us our platform to stand on. And we've got to open another door here before the sand kills us. More sand. I wouldn't go for those items. They are not worth it. We've got to continue racing through here. The lightning shield does help a lot. If you can get those rings, there's no harm going for them. just know that it's a good chance that they will no longer be exposed by the time you get to them. At some parts of the stage, it starts to feel like the stage is repeating on itself. Honestly, even these repelling sections now feel like the game is trying to waste your time so that the ghosts have a better chance of attacking you. We might actually get to see the ghosts attack here. Ooh, that was close. I almost ended myself there. I'm gonna hit that checkpoint before I go down. This is the boss here. The only thing I'm gonna say is don't get caught standing on the shoulder of this thing while it's reforming. That will instantly kill you. So that golem creation, it just slowly moves towards the edge of the screen, trying to crush you to death. Occasionally shooting lasers at you. Almost 6 minutes in that stage. Lava Reef Zone is also a long stage, but it doesn't feel as bad to play. I like Lava Reef. Obviously, you'll want to get a fire shield here and hang on to that fire shield as much as you can. Well, that's not a fire shield, but we'll take it for now. There are a lot of fire shields in this stage. I believe there's one right... No, that is just a coin. Never mind. I must be thinking of a different game. I know there's a fire shield nearby, though. Just gotta find it. There it is. So with the fire shield, the only thing that we really have to worry about besides the normal crushing hazards and pits would be spikes. Like spike hazards. Those rocks that blow up and other enemies, not really a concern. Haven't seen spikes like this since Marble Zone back in Sonic 1. Not gonna grab that lightning shield. Do not want. Although it does make it a lot easier to get all this. There is also a big ring up there. I'm not sure how to get to that big ring, honestly, but it's fine. I don't need to. I've got plenty of rings. So, those things with the mist, you gotta be careful, because the mist, even as supersonic, can attach itself to you and drain your rings. And the only way to get it to stop draining your rings is to kill the badnik by jumping on its eye. But it will actually kill you if it's still on you when you have 0 rings. So it can frequently be a double whammy. If you run into it, catch the mist and take damage and lose all your rings and just instantly die. It does also really nerf your jump height. And that caused me to lose my shield. Oh well, here we are at the boss. So, those tendrils that come up the side take 4 hits to destroy. They stay destroyed once they're destroyed. But while they are active, they will try and shoot pellets at you. While they're active, the boss will alternate between the hand trying to crush you and the tendrils coming up. Once the tendrils are destroyed, it's just the hand trying to crush you, which is the vulnerable point of the boss. For some reason, defeating that boss kind of cools off the lava. I don't entirely get it. There's a fire shield up here, which I definitely want. I would say the biggest hazard here is crushing. There are also plenty of spike traps in different forms. Like these. I knew that was going to happen. These platforms actually remind me of Labyrinth Zone a little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. This is one of the other bonus stages in this game. Hopefully, I can get another fire shield. There we go. You can exit by getting to the top or getting caught up in the rising beam at the bottom. I almost crushed myself with that. Lots of crushing hazard, lots of spike hazard. Spike hazards! They're everywhere! And without a fire shield, fire hazards are a very real problem too. Definitely be careful at the bottom of these platforms. As you might suspect, they do indeed cause damage. Gotta be careful not to get crushed here. Whee! So here you just gotta take it slow and go when the spikes are in the background. I don't agree with that hurting me. I jumped straight up. Hey, look. Gumball machine. Time to get another fire shield, hopefully. Ah, I got robbed. Tails, why did you do that to me? I didn't want the electric shield. Well, at least the electric shield will help me navigate this area. And we're actually approaching the end of the stage, believe it or not. Knuckles shows up again to thwart our progress. In case you were wondering if he was still working for Dr. Eggman. You got the death egg there in the ceiling, and it looks like it's activating. And now Dr. Eggman is going to try and destroy all of our footholds. A lot of them are destructible on their own, just from standing on them. So there's a lightning shield there if you want, but perhaps more importantly, there's a fire shield here. I want the fire shield, we can just drop to the bottom. Just don't stand on the left or the right. So, if you don't have a fire shield, you have to jump from platform to platform and not touch the spikes, which becomes easier said than done sometimes. This machine is completely invulnerable, except to the spikes that Dr. Eggman shoots out. So you just have to wait it out. If you have a fire shield, it's not worth even trying to jump on the platforms. Just make sure you don't touch a spike. That's all. Now, a little bit of word of warning. If you don't have a fire shield and you are supersonic, you will take damage from the lava as soon as Eggman takes the last hit. But that does it for Lava Reef Zone. And that takes us into the Hidden Palace Zone. We'll figure out what this is about next time. This has been Sonic Origins Plus. I am Blaumagier. If you liked the video, please leave me a comment, smash that like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!